What's good? What's good, my beautiful infinite beings? Welcome back to my channel or my podcast. And if you're new, welcome. At this channel, we engage in spiritual alchemy to help you realign, transform, and live your best life. It's 888, the Lionsgate portal, August 8th, 2024. When you add the 2024, it resolves into an 8. Each year, there is what's known as the Lionsgate, an energy portal, which occurs during Leo season, which is why it's called the Lion's Gate. And it's thought to hold space for different types of energy each year. It's a time when 3 celestial bodies, Ceres, Orion, and the Earth align, and there opens a sort of cosmic portal that creates an easier engagement and alignment with higher vibrational energy, such as abundance. If the sun is in Leo and everything revolves around the sun, then of course it must be an important time or an important aspect. The energy here is often said to energize us at this time. The portal, which is from 726 to 812, of course with that 88 being the peak point of energy, it's an auspicious time to invoke an energy of manifestation. In ancient Kemet, Egypt, this is the time of year that was considered the real New Year because of the new energy and new beginnings associated and ushered in with this particular gate. This time, which coincided with the Nile flood, brought about growth and hence a new beginning. So let's go. Infinite being, use your intention, love your life. So, what can you release in order to truly receive? Although we have this time of Mercury in retrograde currently, we are invited to do the release, renew, revisit those challenges, places, and situationships that are not in our highest interests. I'm told this particular Mercury in retrograde is strongly influenced by Uranus, the Great Awakened. Uranus invites us to dissolve false beliefs and patterning which doesn't serve us. That, coupled with so many other things going on, but the powerful gateway and amplification of the energy of the Lion's Portal, the Gateway 888. It's an auspicious time for healing and spiritual upgrades. We are now at this peak of energy. Of course, the gateway is longer than just today, 8-8. It is a gateway that lasts from July 26th all the way through August 12th. This unique gateway ushers in the ability to connect with unique consciousness and make shifts. I have a friend that talked about the sun, the star Sirius, the 3 brightest stars of Orion's belt, which will align directly over the 3 pyramids of Giza. This ushers in the renewal of fertility of the planet, abundance, and life on the planet as we know. During this time, there is the possibility for a deeper connection to the earth, which can help us also receive an influence of energy. So think of the figure 8 on its side, which is the infinity symbol, the energy of that giving and receiving. Or you can think of yang, or a masculine energy, giving us the access to these downloads, the connection with higher realms of consciousness. And simultaneously, we can receive divine feminine energy, or the yin energy. There is simply a mirror here to the human spiritual energy that the body also has, wherein there's a giving and a receiving as well of divine light. So it's a good day to just be quiet and ground with the earth, or consider other practices. Maybe it's a time of clarification and cleansing for you, a time of release, so you can lose those things that just aren't serving you and embrace the openness so that you can receive new things. There is an opportunity for illumination, the ability to embrace our true selves. You're not the person that you feel that you have to be in front of other people, family, or placing up a mask and being someone who you're truly not. It's a time to release this and illuminate the parts of you you may not want others to see, for closer examination, and some of it to simply release. It should be a time of no sugarcoating, self-reflection, just making the time for inner work like journaling, meditation. Trying is overrated, so just stop it. Don't try anymore. In fact, just embrace what comes and be as non-judgmental as you possibly can be. Think of yourself as your own best friend, or perhaps a young child that you're mentoring. In fact, a practice with your inner child might be something that you're open to as well. Just take the time to stop. Recently, I've been reading The 7 Spiritual Laws by Deepak Chopra. There is within that book a concept of a connection to self, God, the divine, for at least 30 minutes twice a day. That really resonated. It reminded me of transcendental meditation, which is 20 minutes twice a day. Basically, you're checking in with self, where all the other things will just fall away, not in a forced kind of way, allowing yourself to get to a place where even if those thoughts come, and they will because we're human, they just fall away until perhaps you get to that place of what I feel is perfect peace. In fact, trust God's timing, or the divine's timing, in all of this. There is not a place you should have been or should be. It's simply just being and embracing what comes up and what falls away. It's a time to allow a shift and not be efforting, forcing things to be different. So yes, you're taking action, but you're taking action to be more aware at this time, practicing self-love, figuring out which areas you are being guided to release these limiting beliefs or break free of patterns or limitations, and just dissolving these patterns. If this sounds good to you, consider some following practices. So perhaps if you're a crystal person and you would like to think about which crystals would work in this time frame, obsidian is wonderful to release blockages within the body. It's also protection against negativity. You could use clear quartz or selenite. Clear quartz for just releasing the negativity either in your world, your place. By the way, if you want to clean your environment thoroughly, put things away, and then practice bringing something else in that's positive. That might be a good way to use not only the clear quartz, but if you have, let's say, Palo Santo or sage or something like that, make sure when you're doing that type of practice that you're praying as well. Aventurine would bring in and magnetize wealth. Celestite, often associated with divine power, increasing awareness, higher consciousness, as well as a good mindfulness anchor when used in meditation and prayer. Selenite for clearing and howlite is wonderful for dreaming and dream retention. So things like that might be helpful to you. For those that journal, maybe you take into account the following prompts. So what does spiritual alignment mean to you, and how can you practice it? In other words, how can you bring yourself to a place of elevation? If you could astral project to a new place, where would you go? What would you do? What would it look like? What would it feel like? What are some symbols of manifestation that work for you? What shows up in your space once you've cleansed your environment, yourself, and so on? What shows up? So those are just a few of the questions. As always, I would love to hear how your timing went through this time frame. So come back and pop into the comments section. I love hearing from you as well. And until next time, smooches. Thanks for watching, Infinite Beings. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, smooches.